Rent is any payment received by a person for granting another person the right to use their space or property, immovable property. You can account for rental income either annually or monthly, depending on the kind of rent that you collect. So if your rent is purely residential and it is between 144,000 to 10 million a year, then you're supposed to account for that monthly. If your rent is commercial, that means it is rent you're getting from letting out a property that is not a residential property, then that rent is accountable for annually. Under the annual regime, the tax will be accounted for by looking at the income you made and allowing you the expenses incurred in generating that income. And so for an individual, the rates will be the graduated scale if you do not have any other income, or at 25% if you have other incomes or where the scale ended. If you are a corporate, then it will be taxed at 25%, which is the corporate rate. The rates for accounting for rental income: for the monthly residential rent, that is 10%. For an individual, it will depend on the rate at which you are, or if you don't have any other income, it will be at the graduated scale. For non-residents, it will be 30% of gross rent, and for VAT is 14%, and for corporate is 25%. MRI was effective on the 1st of January 2016. It is any landlord who earns a residential rent of between 144,000 and 10 million per year. And when we say any landlord, they would have to be resident, and it can also be a natural person or a corporate. To file for MRI, you go to your iTax profile. You go to the returns, file returns, and from the drop-down menu you pick rent income. From there, the simplified mode of filing will ask for the number of properties and the rent you collected for that month. Once you input that, the system calculates for you the taxes, then gives you the option to generate the PRN. Thereafter, you can pay. The return for MRI is due by the 20th day of the month following that which rent was received. So for instance, if you're receiving rent for January, the return for January will be due by the 20th date of February. However, you can file your return any day from 1st to 20th February. MRI is a final tax, which means you're not supposed to declare it in your annual return to the extent that it has been declared in the monthly return. The landlords who are exempt from MRI will be non-resident landlords. The second category will be landlords who are earning residential rent of between 144,000 and 10 million, but however they choose not to be in the MRI regime. In that case, the landlords will be required to write to the commissioner and inform them that though they fall under the MRI regime, they choose to be in the annual regime. The third category will be landlords who earn residential rent, but it's more than 10 million. Those ones will be expected to do the annual return. We also have landlords who have residential rent below 144,000 in a year, and they will not fall under the MRI, but rather in the annual, so that they can enjoy relief since their rent is a little on the lower side. The benefits of MRI is the low rate. It's only 10%, which is a really good rate. The other benefit is low compliance cost, because you will not be required to get an accountant to file the return for you. It's easy. You just pay your 10% upon receipt of the income. And the third one is that you're not required to keep so many records, since you only need to keep records of the income and not of the expenses. For not paying MRI, the taxpayer will be charged a penalty of 5% of the tax payable and an interest of 1% of the same. The late filing penalties will be 2,000 where the taxpayer is an individual and 20,000 for a corporate.